A, draw a line L. So here's line L. I drew a line L. You could draw it however you like. I drew it this way. You could have drawn it flat, coming down. It doesn't matter. Draw a line L and any 2 points A and B, so that line segment AB, so you connect these points to make a line segment AB, is parallel to line L. So these were drawn such that line segment AB is parallel to line L. So L parallel to line segment AB. And right here it says, notice line segment AB is like a slide arrow. A slide arrow, when you're doing translations, is the one that gives you information as to how to slide. A translation is the sliding of the figure, in which direction to slide the figure and how much. So if this is our slide arrow, the one that's giving us that information right here, this is telling us how we should move the L. So I'm going to move it in this direction, this much. So if I slide the L in that direction, this much, where do I end up? Where I end up is called the image. The image of L is L itself. I end up on the same line. That's why the image of L, that means where it ended up, is on itself. B, draw a line L. Here's a line L, and 2 points A and B, so that line segment AB, you connected 2 points, is not parallel to L. So notice this line segment AB is not parallel to L. Construct L prime, the primes are the images. Construct where L is going to end up, that's the image. Where does it end up? L prime, the image of L, under the translation from A to B. So this line segment gives us the information in which direction we should slide the L. It's always from left to right. You should slide it this way, this much. So if I slide this L that much, this is what it looks like. This L came over here. L is the pre-image, and L prime is the image, the after. So right here, they're just asking us to construct, and here's our construction. Now we're going to use this construction to answer C. And let me explain how C is going to work so when you see all the symbols, it doesn't look too jumbled up. What we're going to do is we're going to connect these points and form a parallelogram. And if we could form a parallelogram, then by definition, opposite sides are parallel. And the opposite sides happen to be part of L and part of L prime. So if opposite sides are parallel, these lines must be parallel, the L and the L prime. So now let's go ahead and put the symbols in there. So how are L and L prime related and why? Well, we know they're going to be parallel. And we're going to explain why, because of the parallelogram that's formed. So suppose P and Q. So notice we chose other letters. Instead of A and B, we chose P and Q. You can choose whatever letters you like. P and Q are on 2 points on L. And P prime and Q prime are the image points on L prime. Then a parallelogram is formed. When this parallel is formed, by definition, PQ is parallel to P prime, Q prime. And P prime is parallel to Q prime. Opposite sides of a parallelogram are parallel and congruent. So two things, parallel and congruent. So now that we have our parallelogram, let's talk about that so we could involve the L and the L prime. Therefore, line segment P prime, this one, is parallel to line segment Q prime, which is this one. These are parallel and are congruent. And P P prime, Q prime, Q, in other words, here, 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 these points form then a parallelogram. And if it forms a parallelogram, that means opposite sides are congruent. We already talked about these being congruent. So, but opposite sides are congruent, so these two sides would have to be congruent and parallel. But we're looking after the parallel. So these two, the line that goes through those points, not only the segment, but the line that goes through P and Q, and the line that goes through P prime and Q prime, should be parallel. Therefore, by definition, L, which is going through here, here's the L, should be parallel to L prime, which is going through here.